Good morning. Today is Sunday, May 3rd, and let's talk decluttering again. Decluttering is often framed as a practice task, clearing out closets, organizing drawers, tidying surfaces, but underneath the surface, something deeper is happening. Each object we touch invites us to examine what we value, what we've outgrown, and what we're ready to release. In this way, decluttering becomes more than housekeeping. It becomes a spiritual practice. It offers a threshold into presence, clarity, and renewal, allowing us to make space not just in our homes, but in our inner lives. It is also the time where we can thank God for the item and how it helped us, and how our donation can then bless someone else. Now, objects carry stories, and sometimes those stories cling to us more tightly than we realize. A gift from someone that we no longer speak to, clothes from a past versions of ourselves, and honestly, I really hate to admit this, but I just got rid of a pair of maternity pants, and my son is 16 years old. Now, listen, they were super comfortable, but it was time. Books we thought we should have read. Now, each item holds emotional residue, hope, guilt, nostalgia, identity. When we begin to notice the energy attached to our belongings, we recognize that clutter is rarely just physical. It's often symbolic, pointing us to unprocessed feelings, outdated roles, or decisions waiting to be made. Since the cat is out of the bag about my maternity pants, I've had a hard time letting go of clothing. I lost a lot of weight and am always fearful that I will wind back up at the heaviest weight I was. Now, I have made a lot of progress in this area, and I only have like one pair of pajamas that are still in a size 26, 28, and I wear a size 14, 16, 18, depending on the cut. And I think it's probably time to get rid of those pants too, but I do struggle with the emotional weight of going backwards rather than forwards. Now, there is a meditative quality to decluttering when we approach it with intention. Sorting through our belongings slows us down and brings us into direct contact with the present moment. It becomes a ritual of pausing, noticing, and choosing instead of rushing through a task, that we become curious observers of our own patterns. Now, in this way, decluttering becomes a moving meditation, an opportunity to breathe, reflect, and return to ourselves with each decision we make. For me, it becomes a sense of analyzing how often I really use something, and that can be very eye opening. So, letting go is never just about the item itself, it's about loosening the grip of the story attached to it. It's about acknowledging what served you, what shaped you, and what is no longer aligned with who you are becoming. Releasing physical objects teaches us a broader spiritual truth. Life requires space for the new to enter. When we practice letting go on a material level, we train ourselves to release emotional clutter, expectations, outdated beliefs, old wounds with more grace, full awareness of how hard letting go really can be, especially when you are handling items from loved ones who've passed away. It's almost as if you are experiencing the death and the loss again. Now, when we declutter, the space that emerges is rarely just physical, it's energetic. It feels like breathing room, possibility, expansion, lightness. The moment we remove what no longer supports us, we feel a subtle shift within ourselves. We can hear our intuition more clearly. We reconnect with our values. We feel less weighed down and more capable to move forward. Clearing a space invites calm, creativity, and alignment to return. Once I declutter a space, I feel so much lighter. Decluttering is not a one time event, but an ongoing spiritual rhythm. Our homes evolve as we do, and so does what we choose to carry. As life shifts, we continuously check in with what still resonates and what belongs to a chapter that is closed. When we treat decluttering as a practice rather than a project, it becomes a way of us staying connected to ourselves, a ritual of alignment, renewal, and conscious living. At its core, decluttering is a journey of returning to presence, to clarity, to who we are beneath the noise. Every object released, every drawer sorted, every space opened becomes a small act of coming home to ourselves. When we approach decluttering through the spiritual lens, it stops feeling like a chore and becomes a gently pilgrimage back to truth, simplicity, and peace. Now, if you need some inspiration, I have a decluttering checklist available on my blog. It's www.unapologeticallyamber.com. Go grab it today. It could be useful. Now, today's positive affirmation is I am capable of truly amazing things. So I hope you all have a wonderful and restful Sunday, and I will talk to you soon.